Welcome to part 2. Before we start today's tutorial, let's just do a recap of part 1. In part 1, we defined what's a website. We gave examples of a website. We also installed our tools, the text editor and web server. So in this tutorial, we learn the basics of HTML, CSS before starting building our basic website. We use these basics to build our simple school website. Alright, so first of all, if you installed the web server, you should have, if you go to local disk on your computer, local disk C, then you see a folder written WAMP64 if it's a 64-bit machine, or 132 if it's a 32-bit machine. If you go into that folder, you see another folder where it's called www. That's the folder, the public folder that the browser checks for your site. So we'll put our examples in this folder. So what we need to do, we need to create a folder where it will have all the files that we'll be creating in this tutorial. Alright, so let's say new folder. So new folder, I'll just say school dash website. Alright, you can name it anyhow, but I've given it a meaningful name so that I should be able to know, what if I have, let's say, 1,000 projects in this folder, I should be able to know that this is a school website ABCD. Okay, so in this folder, the school website is where we'll put all our files that are related to the school website. The other thing that we installed last time is a text editor that we use to create files that will go into this folder. Alright, so if you install Notepad++, you have this icon. You can search here for Notepad++, but I'll just go to my shortcut here. I pinned it here. I'll open Notepad+, and it'll give me a new window. In this new window, we have to create our first file that we use to view on the browser. Alright, so the extension of the file, I'll just save this one first as save as. I'll go to C. I'll go to that folder. I'll go to www. Then not backup. Then school website. Okay, so I'll set the file in that directory. I'll name my file index.html. Index is the first file that the browser looks for whenever it goes into a folder. So it acts like a home page. So that's why I've named it index. .html is the file extension. Because we're using HTML. If we're using other languages, PHP, Python, whatnot, they will have a different file extension. But for now, we'll stick with HTML, the basics. Okay. We have saved our file. If you can go back here in our folder, you see that there's that file index.html. So how do we write our first basic web page? Let's go to our index.html. The first thing that we need to do, we say HTML. We open the HTML tag so that the browser knows that it's expecting HTML content here, and we close it as well. So remember that when you open a tag in HTML, you also have to close that tag. So I've opened HTML tag and I've closed that HTML tag. So anything will go in between these two tags. What's next? Before I do that, let me go to the browser and try to check this file index.html. Okay, I'll go to my browser. Let me just open a new tab. I'll say localhost, then it was school school dash website. Localhost meaning we're using the local server. Under the local server, we're looking for the folder that is school website, the folder we created in that the WAMP server directory, the public directory, www directory. So say enter here. Oh, before that, I forgot to start our server. So the server is off. That's why they're saying unable to connect to the server, just to be connected to localhost. So what we need to do, you have to start the WAMP server. So I'll click on that WAMP server. You say what? Yes, I'll say yes. So if you can see down here, the color is red, then it changes to yellow, then green. When it's green, it means the server is up and running. Sometimes even the yellow, you can also start working with the yellow color. So just wait for it down here. Okay, it's taking its time. I'll wait. All right, still red. Come on, we don't have all day now. Yeah, better. Now it's yellow, orange, I don't know. Now it's green. When it's green, it means the server is ready. So now let me try again here. You see, it's showing us a blank page because we haven't put any contents that can be visible to the user or to the browser. So let's go back to our Notepad+. Now the first thing after the HTML tag is a head tag. The head tag, you put contents that the browser understands, such as the title of the website, the meta tags where you can describe what your website is all about, ABCD. But for now, we just stick to the title. If you can go back to the browser, there's no title here. It's just showing our localhost school website. We want to give it the name of this website. So we'll put head tag. Then I close the head tag as well. So once you open a tag, you have to close it. Inside the head tag, it's where I write title, my title tag. I'll close the title tag. Now in between here, it's where you put the title of your website. For example, our basic school website, what should be the name of our school? Let's call it Virtual School. Yeah, Virtual School. I've saved this file. If I can go back to the browser and edit, if you see on top here, you see there's Virtual School. So now that's the title of our school. The browser understand that this is the title for the school. These are also used in search engine optimization. The search engines also look at the title of your website, the keywords, ABCD. We'll learn these other things later as we go in our series. Let's go back. Now, there's still nothing that the user can see here apart from the title up there. We want to show something in between here in this container here to the user. How do we do that? That comes under the body. So open body, we also close body. Now inside the body, it's where we put the content that will be visible to the users. There are headings, paragraphs whenever you visit websites, pictures, videos, all those things go under the body tag. So now let's start with a simple heading. The headings, they go by the tags. There's the H1 tag, H2 tag, H3 tag, H4 tag, H5 tag, up to H6 tag. Let's see how H1 tag looks like. You say H1, then close H1. Okay, then we put our heading in between those tags, just like we did on the title. Let's say welcome to our school. Okay, let's go to the browser and see how this H1 tag will look like. The first heading, H1 is for heading 1. Bang! There goes welcome to our school. Maybe let's say, yeah. Welcome to Virtual School. Yeah, better. Welcome to Virtual School. That's how H1 looks like. It's the biggest heading in the heading tags. It goes by H1 tag. So you open H1 and you close the H1. A good habit is whenever you're starting or you open a tag, you have to close it first before you put the contents so that you shouldn't forget. Now we have seen H1 tag. Let's see how H2 tag looks like. H2. So I'll just say this is heading 2. Let me close that. So if I go here, you see this is heading 2. If you can see the difference between these two, this has a bigger font and this has a smaller font compared to H1 tag. So the more you go from H1 going to up to H6, the smaller the font size. Let's check out H3. So I'll close H3. This is heading 3. You see, it's becoming smaller and smaller. So let's just go ahead and write up to H6. We should compare up to H6. H6, close H6. Oh, we're supposed to go up to 4, 5, 6, not jump up from 3 to 6. 4, that should be 4. So I'll say this is heading 4. This is heading 4. Then I'll write the H5 tag. So I'll close H5. I'll say this is heading 5. Then I write the last heading. This is H6. Then I go H6. So I'll say this is heading 6. Okay, I'll say that one. Now, have you seen the difference? The first one is saying it's the biggest heading, then seconded by heading 2, a bit smaller. H3 is a bit smaller than H2. H4 a bit smaller than H3. H5 a bit smaller than H3. H6 a bit way smaller than the rest of the H tags. So for you to write a heading, you need to use the H tag, whether H1, H2, H3, depending on how you want your page to look like, or some section to look like. Some section will need bigger headings, while some sections will need smaller headings. We have captured about headings. What about if you want to write a paragraph? How do you write a paragraph? For a paragraph, you use what is called a P tag. P for paragraph. Then I have to close that paragraph. So everything I have to write between the paragraph, I have to put it there. So saying this is blah 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 blah. Okay, you can write some real sense there. Or maybe let me just copy this. Let me just copy that. I'll just paste. Okay. You see, that's a paragraph. Let's go refresh. See, that's a paragraph. For us to appreciate this better, I'll just copy this and just paste it somewhere on the same line as well, so that we should have more text. Yeah, so that it should flow to the other section. Yeah, better. This is beautiful. So this is a paragraph. What if you want to come up with another paragraph? this is what we do. And good practice, it's not nice to write all this code, long code that someone, whenever they review your code, they have to scroll to the right and whatnot. So we have to break this code so that we can see all the code at once. So just break it down. It should go down there. Yeah, at least that's better. So let's write another paragraph here. So to save my time, I'll just copy this text and paste it here. And to differentiate the two, I'll just write something here. One. Okay, I'll start, let's say paragraph number 2. Number 2, not 3. Number 2. So let me refresh. You see, that's how paragraph looks like. So we have the first paragraph, the second paragraph, third paragraph, ABCD, ABCD. We have seen about how we can write our paragraph. What if we want to add an image? Let's see how we can add an image. Let me just Google some school images. This is school images. So school images. Okay, which school should we take? Kind of like this one, so I'll save that one. So you see, I go to my 164 as well. So I'll save the image in my school website folder as well. So I'll create a new folder that will hold all images within my school website. Okay, so all images will be going into that folder. So just I'll name this as what name should I give it? Front entrance, car park. Anyway, I'll just say picture 1. Bad naming, but for now we'll just say picture 1. Okay, so I'll just have to save that in that image, picture 1. So if you can go to this folder, you see there's picture 1. So we have the root folder that will contain everything within the school website. The actual files for the school website, the HTML files will be in the outer folder. Then we create a folder for the images and whatnot. We'll add more folders as we go, as we go around this tutorial. Okay, let's go back to our Notepad+. So how do we add an image? To add an image, you use the img tag, img src for source. Where is your image? So where is the source of the image? What is the source of the image? So you do that, you close the img tag like that. Then we're keeping our images within the school website but under the images folder. After the images folder, the name of the file is picture1 dot, the file extension of the picture is .jpg. So I'll save that. Let's try that. Let's see. Bang, there goes our picture. Okay, let's save another picture. We should have at least two pictures. Let's go, maybe let's get this as an interior now, but it's not looking nice. Ooh, not nice, not nice. I like this one. So I'll save that image as well. Then I'll just say picture 2. I'll say picture 2. Picture 2. I'll save. So go back here. So we can put another image by let's just copy this and to put 2 there. So what this means is we're under images folder, but the actual picture we're looking for is picture2.jpg. I've set the file. Let me go to the pictures. You see, there's another image. So we can add as many images as we can going this side. So we have seen how we can add images, A, B, C, D, and the likes. But what if we want to change some colors? Let's say color for the title, color for the paragraphs, A, B, C, D. How do we do that? Let's see. We can achieve that in two ways. One, by doing writing an inline style CSS, an inline CSS. CSS stands for cascading style sheet. So we can put an inline one like this one, for example. We can say style color. Let's say color. Let's use let's just say red, but I prefer to use the hexa. Let's say H hashtag and the color code. But for now, let's just put red for you to appreciate. So let's go back here. You see that color has turned to red. All right. So the same, we can put another color for, let's say, H2 green. So if you want H2 to be green, we say style H2 style color, that should be green. All right. Yeah, so that's green there. So you can play around with colors using that style. Another way to go about it is to create an external style sheet CSS file that we can call on our website and define those styles in that file, the external file, and we call it once. And that's a good way to go about it, since you edit once and apply to many pages in your page.